Good morning, friends. I thought I would start today's video by orienting you to a trip that I took yesterday. Please enjoy my stories or whatever else might be on my mind today. We are in the middle of Old Mexico, and I live on the north shore of Lake Chapala, which is about 50 miles long and about 10 miles wide. It's the largest lake in Mexico. Today I'm going to drive from Ajijic to Jocotepec. It's 17 kilometers, which is about 11 miles. Jocotepec is about 50,000 people, twice the size of Chapala. You're looking at houses, but as we zoom out, these kind of look like houses if you don't know what you're looking at. These are raspberry fields. Those are plastic covers on the fields, and there's a lot of them. Out this direction, there's even more. Blackberries, raspberries, blueberries, artichokes. If you live in the United States, you've probably eaten something that was growing right here under these plastic covers. Huge windstorm last night. Still fog on the mountains this morning. A lot of work cleaning up the yard from the wind. You can see the mountains are getting green. I have some business to take care of in Joco today. Gonna take you along with my dash cam. Pancho's grocery store on the left. We went by there the other day. My last video was a tour of the place. There's a lighthouse coming up here on the right. It's a new development for sale. The Latitude, it's called. Gas station coming up here on the right. For years we only had Pemex and the prices were standardized except up by the border. Now we have many different brands of gasoline stations, and the prices can be different per liter. The price at that station was 23 pesos per liter, which calculates out to, by today's exchange rate of 19, $4.59 US dollars per US gallon. The octane in Mexico is 89 as opposed to 87 in the United States. When I drove my Suzuki out of the country a few years ago, I got 31 miles to the gallon in Mexico, and as soon as I crossed the border, it dropped to 28 miles per gallon. Better gas in Mexico. This area is a string of restaurants, lakefront, and can be a very busy place on the weekends. Cars could be parked 5 deep. And we are just about to go into the town of San Juan, Cosala. The first thing we come to on the eastern edge of town is the balneario, a spa, aguas termales. Huge big swimming pools, many of them full of hot thermal water. They have jacuzzis and a really hot soaking pool and an underground steam chamber where you can commune with a geyser with eucalyptus oil in it. It's an experience. In the spa part, you can get mud baths, all kinds of spa treatments. We're passing the entrance to the Racket Club, which is a very nice housing area that goes up the side of the mountain. One of the interesting things there for me is that because this is a thermal area, the water they get from the city is hot. So it goes into their aljibe, the underground reservoir for each house, and cools before they can use it in the house. We're following a city bus. Public transportation here is very good. A lot of Mexicans don't have cars. It's going to go over a speed bump. Tope. Mexico is full of topes. I once counted between Ajijic and Jocotepec 23 of them. 23 speed bumps in 11 miles. The population of San Juan Cosala is about 8,000. There are some very nice restaurants here. One of them is called Viva Mexico, or it has a second name, Tia Lupita. And there's a painting of some of the patrons on the front of the building. Here's a couple of pictures. Some years ago, a painter who did the inside of the building came back and said, I need a new commission. And the owner said, well, I can't afford it, but maybe people would pay 500 pesos to have their picture painted on the front of the building. So that's how we have our pictures on the front of the building. And here is the zoom in of Lynn and Jerry. This is a fun thing, and what a great way to get loyal customers. Of course, when we have guests come to town, we have to take them to that restaurant. This huge tree full of red blooms is called an African flame or African tulip. There are a lot of them here on the north shore of Lake Chapala. There's a smaller one on the left. This next area, we've always called it El Chante, but I think the name is El Jocotepec. And this is the location of the Marine Mammal Center. If you watched my videos last summer, when my nephew was visiting, he and his wife and son went swimming with the dolphins. They let me do a video of it. Videos are usually prohibited in there, but I got quite a nice tour and interviewed the manager. Check it out. It would have been last July. More topes, speed bumps. There's a station that's still a Pemex. Some carnival rides parked off to the left here. Every Mexican town has a patron saint, and they have a day that they celebrate their saint. And they usually have a carnival. So you see those kinds of things all over Mexico all the time. We are approaching the turnoff to the Jocotepec Libramento, which is a bypass of the city of Jocotepec, if you're like going to Guadalajara. I do have some business to take care of today in Jocotepec. I'm going to see one of my attorneys about my gardener retiring. He's worked for us for 20 years and he's gotten to the age where he doesn't want to work that hard anymore. Perfectly understandable. I'm not sure that I'm actually required legally to give a retirement bonus or a seniority bonus to a part-time gardener who's voluntarily resigning, but it's something I want to do whether I'm legally required to or not. I think he's entitled to 12 days pay per year. I'll let you know how that goes. The meeting with the attorney was interesting and pleasurable as always. I'll let you know how that all went when I get the final paperwork to be sure of the numbers. After that, we decided to go and visit a friend whose house we'd never been to before, and we got lost. You're going to see some parts of Jocotepec that I've never seen before. We're not going to do a tour of his house today. He purchased it recently and is fixing it up a bit. But I'm sure you'll get a tour of this someday, so stay tuned for that. It's actually a property of some historical significance here in Mexico, and an interesting story. I'll let you know when that's going to happen. Like I said, it's not going to be today, But I'm pretty sure that we'll get a tour of this interesting place one of these days soon. Today we're just going to take a crazy adventure off the main roads in Jocotepec, Jalisco, Mexico. And like I said, we got lost, so this is just a random driving around. But I think you'll find it interesting to just be off the main road in a Mexican town.
Power in the house.
Well, he said the road up there wasn't very good, but it was going to get fixed. I don't know if I'm in the right place or not, but according to the directions, I am. I was glad we were in the van and not my Z3 BMW Roadster. The BMW would have been easier to turn around. This is an 8-point turn. I've speeded up 400%. 8 points. Count them. Nice grass there on the right.
Nice.
What's the name of the street?
I don't know when I saw the number there.
I'm looking at that sign right there.
I can't see. 99.
Now, you know, I've speeded this up so that it doesn't take us so long for this lost trip. Oh, you thought topies were only on the main roads? They seem to be working on the water system or the sewer system there. Oh, the sign said agua potable, so they're working on the water system.
Is this the right street?
What?
Is this the right street?
I have no idea. I'm going to call him in a minute.
Go ahead and call.
branding iron. It should be right here. Well, it's been over a year since anybody has commented about my squeaky steering wheel.
Maybe it will this time.
Zeta gas.
Is this there, Toad?
No. What's this one? Can you read that? Well, I'm sure you can hear that rattle. It sounds like the front end of my van is going to fall apart. I took it to a mechanic a few years ago, and we went for a ride, and I thought it was going to be ball joints, tie rods, something serious, and he said, no, it's your brake caliper rattling. He assured me that it does not impede the working or the function of the brake. It still stops just fine, it just rattles, so he put his mechanic to work on it, and he took the wheel off, and I was watching him. He put old pieces of rubber inner tube in there to keep it from rattling. He said they're metal clips that wear out. Anyway, I asked him how long that was going to last, and he said, I'll see you Monday. I do it myself now about every 6 months. Right on the main road coming in?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm all the way down Morelos trying to make a left turn. and it's about a half a mile. There's no left turns. I'll be there in a minute.
Take your time, no problem.
That was our friend. He's going to meet us on the main highway and lead us to his new-to-him property. I'm sure we'll get a tour of it soon. Thanks for riding along with us today. Hey, if you like me, give me one of those thumbs up. And please subscribe and hit that little bell so you know when I post next. Please share me with your friends on social media. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed what was on my mind today.